The left is out there rioting, killing, right?
burning stuff down. Yeah.
Who's out there doing that now?
Yeah. No one burnt down anything over Charlie Kirk.
Nobody's doing that now.
They keep comparing it to the
George Floyd.
No, the senator that was that was assassinated in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, we didn't. How come all of this didn't? No one cared when like y'all could have cared.
Yeah.
Y'all could have memorialized them.
Not only that, I was leftists who did it.
But what I'm just saying, like, someone took out one of y'all senators on the left. Y'all could have celebrated them. Y'all could have did a whole thing of flags at half staff. Joe Biden could have came on and did a speech that we can't have this. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't do nothing. Yeah. Why are you mad that we want to honor somebody that we cared about or that we saw as someone that didn't deserve to die?
Yeah. And it goes back to that again. Like we actually have the tolerance where we got patience with you, but you got no patience.
None.
You're looking to find something.
Right.
But that's the thing. When you are in fear, you're always looking because you're looking to protect yourself.
Or when you're a victim, when you have a victim mindset, you're always looking to be victimized again.
Yeah. Like, the root of that is fear.
Yeah. Let me play this video because James brought it up.
I have the best news ever.
What? Donald Trump died?
Second best news. Okay, third best news.
Elon Musk died?
Okay, no. Nobody died. My best friend's getting married.
Which one is it?
Taylor Swift! Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged!
Wow. That's crazy.
If that doesn't summarize the left right there, like teaching your kids.
I'm sad though.
It's sad.
I'm sad.
It's sad.
I'm sad because they're so innocent, you know?
Yeah. We gotta replace that wire, man.
I'm sad because I feel for those little girls.
Yeah.
They're so innocent.
Yeah.
They're
being taught that.
Yeah, they're parroting what their mom taught them to care about.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about that.
She probably told them to say that. Let's be real. Like, she pulled out the phone to film that. She told them to say that.
Jamie sounds like me.
I mean, I believe it. I'm just saying, I feel for them.
Because she's thinking about all of her friends in her circle that are going to think that's hilarious. Because they all... how many people celebrated? We showed it on here. Or were so upset that Trump didn't get killed.
Yeah.
And then we showed the videos of when those Christian camp got washed away in Texas from the floods. How many people celebrated that? Mm-hmm. That was one of the first instances where a lot of people came online saying like, I can't deal with the left anymore. It's demonic. Mm-hmm. Because they were celebrating little children that died in a flood.
Isn't it interesting that the girl who died on the train got stabbed in the neck and Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck?
Yep.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It is.
Amber said, I know I need a new pastor. I've been trying to explain my mom that this past Sunday that it was not the Holy Spirit speaking, and that it was flesh talking. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me show this video because this is the difference again, the comparison between like people that really stand for values that they say they believe in, and then people that just whatever is popular at the time I'm going to go with. So Pam Bondi is on an interview on a podcast, the Kate Miller podcast, and this is what she says.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
So she says this, right? Bunch of prominent conservative voices, Matt Walsh, Benny, all these people come out and say, she needs to resign because we didn't vote for this. Like, just because something happened that we don't like doesn't mean we're okay with you locking up people for hate speech now. Yeah. Like, that's not what we believe in
what we
at all. That's not freedom of speech. That is our First Amendment right.
And Charlie wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And even Cenk Uygur, talking about him, tweeted out saying like, wow, the right is being real consistent with this because they're holding her accountable for saying that, even though it's their side that is being targeted this time. You know what I mean? Because this is what happens on the left. When they're the victim of something, they don't care about nobody's rights at that point. They're like, lock them up.
Because it's not about, it's about accountability.
It's about winning. It's not about rights.
No, I'm saying when the reason why you have to hold everybody accountable is because you're upholding something that's greater than yourself.
Yeah.
That sounds like the UK.
Yeah. Targeting people for hate speech.
Yeah.
Like coming after them.
And a lot of times, politicians and people put in high power, they're actually ethically lazy. It's easy, rather than hold up the Constitution and the laws set by the nation and the forefathers, to come up with your own way to quell things down so your regime seems virtuous than others.
And you're also thinking about, what is my base going to want from me?
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to praise this.
They're going to praise this. So you rather than saying no, we're going to hold these laws are how the nation was formed. We're going to keep those things at the core of what we do, and we will manage these things as they pop about. You go along and you come up with your own thing because you want to have a good regime.
But I think like that's the problem. You can't keep those laws because they'll be twisted if you don't keep the meaning and the intention there. And that's only spiritual. That is only God. The reason why it gets twisted is because it's spiritual.
Right.
It's a spiritual battle. So that's literally where the battle is. It's the battle for what things look like, what it actually, because that's all we're doing. We're changing the image little by little, right? When we get off. So a lot of these people, like probably Pam Bondi, because I'm just confused at why she said that. They're trying to live up to something instead of like, okay, what is the spirit behind it? And I'm not trying to, I mean like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does it mean to be a free country?
Yeah.
What does that actually mean? And in order to know what it means, you got to know where it came from.
I know the cost.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to pay the cost,
You got to
right?
know it. There's a cost.
Yeah. And you're not going to really know what it means.
I don't know. You tell me. It says no signal.
Well, it's fine there.
Yeah, that one's fine.
And you're not going to know what it means until you actually pay that cost.
Yeah.
So what do you got to do? You have to go out there and you have to do the thing that you were talking about, but then you got to put it into context, right?
Yeah.
As you're doing it. And then you realize it's a lot harder than you thought it was.
Yeah. Sometimes you're going to have to listen to people say things that you don't like.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Chris.
And you're gonna have to look at yourself a lot. You know how many times like it's easy to come up with ideas, like just being a soccer coach, like me just dealing with kids, like if when I come up with these things, I can't just say these things to these kids. They're gonna look through me if I'm like, yeah, coach, but you're saying this, but you're not doing anything. You're saying this, but then you're doing this. Like you're telling us that we need to respect everybody, but then you're just snapping on everybody out on the field, and you're being disrespectful to the other coaches, to the
officials,
referee.
yeah.
No, you have to be consistent. And it's not always easy.
Yeah.
To touch on the spirit of Charlie Kirk talking about family, I would say this. I think one thing the left has done fantastic in not in an impressive way, but fantastic in the way to control society, especially the left-minded person, is to take away the idea of family, husband, wife, children, because when you don't have something to care other than yourself, you can't really focus on something beyond you. It's you're essentially living day to day, or whatever you feel your existence would be is for pleasure. It's to exist. And a trip, going to Miami, Dubai, those pleasures in life is just fuel for your own self-aggrandizement, right? But when you're married and you have children, you see, I know you guys had to deal with this. When you're married and you have a wife and you have children, you're not just thinking about, well, who am I going to vote for? What's my moral compass? What's my religious stance? Is that the world that you want your children to inherit, their children to inherit, you have to speak up and you have to say something, because it's more than just I won. It's how do you win in terms of legacy, your family legacy? What world are your children going to inherit? And if you were a political influencer, a billionaire, if you will, trillionaire, you had money to influence society, what way would you want that to be shaped? Where people were having families, a belief system, a moral compass that they held, whether it's from a church or elders or a family unit that was strong, that they were building a better society? Or would you say, you know what, focus on life's pleasures, get that promotion, get that car, get that jewelry, get that shoes. It's about you. Live for those pleasures. And by the way, if anybody says no to you, they're attacking you.
Yeah.
They want to tear down.
They want to enslave you.
Yes.
It's actually the opposite, because that guy knows that by focusing you on yourself, you are a forever slave.
You are, yes, exactly. You are forever slave, and you are a willing slave.
Right.
Because even though you're trapped by this,
You feel like you're
think
winning.
you're free.
You think you're winning, yeah.
You think you're free. You think you're winning.
So my mom sent me a video earlier today that goes right along with what you're saying, that Charlie Kirk actually was saying.
Okay.
Let's pull this up, Mom.
There's a reason why the dress for the man is the same at a wedding and a funeral, because you're saying goodbye to your previous self. The woman is the icon, the symbol of beauty, almost always in all white, right? Ascendant. The man is usually in black and white, like he's attending somebody's death, because it is his death.
See, they think he's taking it in the normal way. He's dying because he's getting married.
I saw this.
Yeah.
It's good.
No, but think about it. It's the death of the bachelor mindset. It's the death of promiscuity. It's the death of the wandering eye. It's the death of immoral behavior. It's the death of texting girls casually. It's the death of I get to do what I want to do. It's the death of just going to the bar with friends. It's the death of acting like an infant. It's the death of playing video games till 1 a.m. There's a
Yeah, like you were saying, you have to give up your selfish ways to be a real father and a leader of a family. You have to die. What is it?
There's no greater love you lay your life down for your friend.
And also, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. What did Christ
And gave
do?
up his that's the other, and gave up his life.
He gave up his life.
For
Right.
him. Yeah.
And you and I were talking, me and Simone. The people who are celebrating, guess what their choices are?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah,
That's what I'm not reveling in this. I'm not saying I take joy in this because I want the best for them, and I pray for them. But I understand why. I understand why they're struggling with this, because along the ways, their education, their title, their intellect, their degree, their manufactured status mattered more than a family, and they chose that.
But here's the beauty. Jesus died for them.
I haven't given up on them. I'm not saying I have.
No. But I'm saying, I'm just to put this into context. Jesus died for them.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk died for them.
yeah,
Charlie Kirk died for the guy who killed him.
yeah.
You know, like that's how deep it is. People are not wishing this guy. People are praying for this guy. Right? That's there. If you can't see the beauty in that, I can't show you right now. But that's because did you hear what he just said? The woman, the beauty of it, but it's her heart towards the one who is dying for them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the beauty. It's in, are you willing to pay the cost?
It's powerful.
And,
So
and let me
powerful.
add to it, if I can. One other part that they don't talk about is even though you're dying to self, there are going to be times when your wife won't submit to you.
Yeah.
And your wife won't want to take your leadership, but you still have to love her. Like Christ loved
Like
the church.
Christ
Right.
loved the
I
church.
mean, they
There's gonna be-
killed him.
But that's the beauty of when you're truly under God's authority and God's love.
Yeah.
You know that whatever your wife is going through, you have to still love her through that. You can't be like, hey, my love is contingent
Yeah.
if you do this.
Right.
Because you if you're a good man and you're a believer, you know what you died to. You know what you've surrendered. And if you're in the flesh, you're gonna be like, I surrendered this. Why haven't you
Yeah.
surrendered? You still have to love your wife, even though she may be struggling with certain things, and help her through that.
Absolutely.
That's the difference.